Hey, this is Broomba again, and I had a little interesting sort of conflict or problem or obstacle. I would say Wednesday into Thursday of this week. I tried getting an EU account established. I was able to get a Battle.net account established, but the problem for me after that was trying to figure out how to get pay subscription done. So for some reason, I got the Battle.net through PayPal. I did it that way. And then I think I forgot, actually, stupid me, I forgot to enter the code, the game code, into the EU accounts game code, where you copy and paste the 16 digit or whatever it is, the 25 digit number into your account so that it can be recognized and verified. I forgot to do it the first time, so they canceled that, and then I did it again, and I got a starter, and then I actually entered the code, or actually purchased it and got it with my profile, my credit card US, and so far right now it's good. So I actually put my debit card, actually not my credit card, but a debit card on my profile. Even though it's in a EU region, it has a US address, so I thought that was going to be a clash, and it looked like it was in the original time period. It looked like there was going to be this like major clash between the two. But I did it again this afternoon, and when I got home from my morning class, about, I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock, 1:30ish, and so I put my the address I think was already in there. So I on profile, because you have to have an address that's accurate, and then it has to match up with your debit card or whatever payment you're paying for. And I tried it, and it went through. And so far, so far it's working good. So I deleted my original 6 characters on the Draenor and the Stormscale. I deleted them because that's a starter edition, and I actually have the standard edition. So far it's up to Lich King expansion because it's a battle chest. I want to level up to 80 on the EU server, and then sometime over the course of the weeks and months, probably days, weeks, and months, I'll upgrade to the Cataclysm. So I'm not going to jump automatically to I'm not going to jump all the way into Pandaria just yet. Excuse me. So I do have 3 characters on Draenor and 3 characters on Stormscale, both the same names, both the same spec, and both the same class, and both the same race. For both hunters, pallies, and Tauren druids on both servers. So Horde side, so it's good to go. So just a little update there. I was trying to go through my mind exactly how I can navigate, or how I can fix the problem so Blizzard can recognize that I'm in the US but playing on the EU server, and I want to pay with the US credit card. I think it's gonna work this time, because I'm trying to figure out how people in America actually have an EU account and pay with US dollars on that EU account, but Blizzard has the thing where you actually match your profile, your address, with your credit card. You have to have that kind of in simpatico or debit card or whatever payment that they accept like that. And it seems like that might have been a problem on the first go, or I just forgot to actually initiate or put the game code in, or have Blizzard, the Battle.net on that account to recognize that actually was a standard account. It was purchased by me, and all that kind of stuff. So so far it's really it's good right now. It's the 6 characters are there because I went in Wednesday night to log in my EU account, and it says it's been locked. I said, what the freak is going on? Or was it Thursday? Wednesday or Thursday? I think it was Thursday, actually. It was Thursday night. I went to log in, and it was locked out. So I was, oh crap. So I was trying to figure out exactly how to work around that all pretty much till 12:30 Thursday night. And I had an 8 o'clock class this morning, so I came home today, had lunch, and then I thought about it, and I thought, well, I'll just put in a profile. I think I left my profile in there, and I'll just try again. I said, oh, I forgot to put the game code, or I forgot to have it activated, because you had to have it activated from the digital copy, because it's a digital battle chest. So I did that, and then I went in and put the information for the payment in, and so far, fingers crossed, works. Now, if it's continuing to work as it is now, tomorrow, I'm planning on perhaps maybe working on either Stormscale and Draenor, one of the three characters. I have not really decided which one. So if anybody who has an EU account, and you know who you are, and I've talked to you in I guess the last couple of days or so, or actually a couple of days or a couple of weeks. I've talked to one from Ireland, and I talked to one from Sweden, and actually on Tim's multiboxing.com website, there was a poster who was excited that it was a streamer. Of course, now I'm streaming solo right now, and I'm going to run some guild runs when we get those established. So I'm looking for people who want to help me out on either in Stormscale or Draenor or both. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. And we can get a guild created and do some guild runs and level them up and do some dungeons and stuff like that, because that's fun. And then I'll stream it, and then later, much later, this late spring, summer, like I said earlier in previous videos, I want a multi-box first on US, because I know how to set that up, and that's not a problem. And later on EU, when I have a little bit more sort of a financial cushion to will be just for the EU account, so that won't be that bad. If I get a battle, well, I don't know if the battle chest is going to be $9.99 for very long. I mean, it typically is about $20, and that's not too bad for either probably the EU or the US servers or perspective. So I'll definitely do US first, and then probably maybe late May, maybe into June, maybe into July, I'll do the EUs and multi-box them, and multi-box in the US, and just continue to expand the guild, and then start the giveaways and the prizes. And of course, the giveaways and the prizes will probably start ASAP, especially when I hit the first 125th follower. We'll give a game timeout. So yeah, so we're kind of slowly building this up. Now keep in mind, I'm only going to be really effectively streaming or playing WoW Monday, Wednesday afternoon, probably after February, sometime in the dinner time, maybe right before dinner, a little bit after dinner, and then on Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and somewhat on Sunday. So I did update my user content on multiboxing.com. I think I did. I think that's the most current up-to-date stream schedule for this spring, and probably, well, it's going to change in the summer and the fall. So I have that updated as well. So, and I actually did post on my my Twitter account for the Broomba, twitter.com slash the Broomba. I did put up there kind of this announcement that I might be streaming tomorrow on EU, start leveling those guys up, get a guild going, if anyone wants to help out, because all we need is 4 other people to get a guild charter signed, so that's not a problem. And start streaming, and start tapping into the European market this way, with guild runs and leveling and all that, with prizes and giveaways. That's fine. And I think that's probably the most effective and best way to really get your name out there. Of course, with videos on YouTube and multi-boxing and all that does help, in Twitter, and on Twitch it does help to stream. But I think it really will help broaden that out a little bit bigger and a little bit more faster, so that come maybe February, and well, we're almost into February, what, 2 weeks away, good lord, into late February, March, into definitely April, I will have a good following and solo guild runs on EU and US and all that, and do the contests and all that. And then come May, new PC gaming being built, with the money saved up, with my big plans, financially speaking, being practiced and executed and followed to the letter, because I want to get that first established, and then really delve into the fun streaming aspect of it. So that's that. So just want to give you a quick update. As of now, I checked, I guess, about a couple hours ago, I think about 10:30. I checked again on the WoW EU accounts, and it's still active. So if you see this before tomorrow, before my time tomorrow, in the morning, mid-morning, afternoon, jump on Draenor, jump on Stormscale, and probably what's going to be is on both servers, Draenor and Stormscale. Probably Broomba will be the main character and probably be the I'd like to be the guild. I actually probably would be the guild master actually on that, because since it's my contest, I'm going to be giving gold out when we get to level 5 or 6, whatever it is, where you get the achievement. We do the guild achievement in a dungeon, the 5-man dungeon or a raid or whatever. You get the achievement, you get the money deposited into the guild bank. So more likely I will be the guild master, and I don't actually mind that, because actually I do function and operate several guilds right now, so I know how to really control. And plus, it's on my time in a way. It'd be nice to stream 5 days, 6 days a week, right? But I actually have a job that actually pays, and I would like to have supplemental income coming in, and doing this in the future, plus on top of my teaching career. So that'd be kind of nice, having a paycheck from teaching and have some money come in from this. That'd be really awesome. So yeah, I'll be the guild master on both Draenor and Stormscale, and for the servers and the US servers and realms I'm on as well, that I'm in charge of those guilds, so I can effectively recognize and reward and set up the contests and set up the guild runs and set up the achievements and all that. But I will have other people in the guild who can actually invite, so I'm not going to be the only one inviting. I'll have maybe 4 or 5, 6 people, whoever is there that I can trust and I know from the stream and all that, and we have that sort of cohesion that we can work together as a community and society, social status on WoW and in streaming and on Twitch. So yeah, I'm looking really forward to it. As of now, I'm going to double check it before I go to bed, and I'll definitely check it tomorrow. But I think I've got it set up. In fact, Blizzard even said, because I submitted a ticket and said that yeah, I'm just curious how I could pay for EU subscription using a US account here in America, and they said, well, we looked into it, and there's a problem here. There's something about the profile not matching up with what was actually on file, and then they came back. I replied a couple of posts, and then they came back and said, oh, we looked into it, and I think they verified that what I was doing was legitimate and I was who I was, because of my other accounts I actually have. I think they kind of knocked those barriers down. So far they have. So far right now, those accounts, that new EU account is actually active. So if you want to come in on EU tomorrow, if it's still there, on Draenor and or on Stormscale, just whisper Broomba, the way I spelled in America, Broomba, and I'll have the list of characters once again underneath this video on YouTube in the description. So just whisper either Broomba or one of the other 2 characters, and we'll real ID it or whatnot, or we'll get a guild started and we'll do some leveling, and maybe we'll do, I usually, what I usually do before I do guild leveling or instances is 15 for the Horde and 15 for the Alliance. Really is what you can start really doing instances, 5-man runs. I like to level at least 15 or 6. I actually like to level up to about 20 before I even do any runs, because as a hunter, I've known through multi-boxing with RAF and not RAF and solo that it really is around level really almost 17 and a half to 18 when I start doing well in Caverns. Now, I've done some Ragefire Chasms in the past, not the new ones, and I've done okay in them. I mean, I'm still a little squishy at 15, 16, but by level 17, my hunter is starting to not only get the items from the dungeons and the quests from the dungeons, but he's also doing the quest outside of the dungeon. So that's when really my hunter starts to really kick butt. And so when I enter Wayland Caverns for the first time, because that's usually where I start really doing some damage and multi-boxing damage, some of the people, in the team, like I'm usually DPS, and you have the pally or the tank and the healer, like, oh, this guy's a bust, this guy's horrible, his DPS is not good, and we usually get through about 25% into it, and all of a sudden I'm just tanking. I mean, there have been times where actually I actually the tank actually died, and not because the healer was bad or the tank was bad, but the tank died. And I was doing 3 hunters at the time, and my 3 hunters just basically plowed through the next boss. We in fact, it happened over there Um, the first boss you come to as you enter Wailing Caverns. You take the left, not the right. You don't go right, and you don't go right across the bridge because you have to kill those dinosaurs and cross the bridge over, and then go behind the rock. You go left. You go up the hill, and there's that snake, and then there's that person, that Cenarian walking, and you have the other guy in there with a trance, and that's where the tank actually died in that battlefield or after that battle. And so the healer and myself actually cleared all the other side of that part that you can cross a bridge back over, and we started making our way actually all the way up to the second boss. So I say about level 18, 19, my three hunters can become the tank, and at times they actually have. In fact, there have been numerous times where the tank actually died, leading up to the boss of the dungeon, the big boss, and I just plowed through it. I mean, I use bears, and they, with my hunters and his gear and his armor, his weapons, and then my bears just we maul. And it's funny because the people in the stream are like, "Oh, well, you used to suck. What happened?" And I was like, or I would say like, "Oh, and I'm squishy now. I'm tanking this whole freaking thing." And I don't know if I have the videos of that. I actually have videos on my Twitch, so they would be on a Twitch probably back last February into March, late February into March. There might be a video where I'm doing Wailing Caverns. Actually, there might be. Actually, I have to double check that, but I think there is. And you'll see that all of a sudden I went from this nobody, poor DPS, squishy hunter team. Oh, it's a multiplexing team. You should be all decked out. And I don't do BOEs. I don't do the bind on equips crap. I don't get those. I don't get those kind of goldish, trinkets or goldish armor. I don't have time for that. Some people do, So Anyway, I think there's a video on my Twitch channel that actually shows me going through Wailing Caverns or one of the other instances, low level instances, and I just plow through it all. In fact, I sometimes actually out tank the tank, and the tank just laughs, and the healer's like, "Whoa, what happened?" I was like, "It happens. 19, 20, 21. I just plow through the crap." So yeah, I'll be looking forward to streaming possibly tomorrow if I have some volunteers. Please continue following me on Twitch. I think it went up a number or two in the last 24, 40, 36 hours. That's great. Thank you. Follow me here on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. Facebook, it's fine. I will probably use more Twitch than Facebook, but who knows? I could use. I mean, I'll still have it. And tomorrow or this weekend, I'll put up the new guild for the EU Horde side. We'll come up with a name and we'll put the level and all that, and we'll get some people in the guild, the people that have EU accounts that I know and follow my stream, and I've talked to them in a couple of weeks ago, and we'll get that going, and we'll just get this rolling and stuff like that. So real quick, I'm not going to give you the guild names again since I've already done that, and it probably will be right now I'm going to work on my EU accounts. So what I'm going to probably do is just work on that for a while, and come back to them probably maybe Sunday. So you should know what they are, and in fact, I think actually this is the best way to do this. The guildmaster of both my U.S. Alliance Horde guilds is actually Broomba, so it's a Blood Elf hunter. So if you need a guild invite, just whisper Broomba. He'll get you in the guild when I'm online, on the servers of Kel'Thuzad, Lightbringer, Stormrage, Illidan, and Tychondrus, and Arthas. That's the other one. Yeah, so there's there's a way to reach me, thebroomba@gmail.com, twitch.tv/thebroomba, youtube.com/thebroomba, and twitter.com/thebroomba. So there's how you reach me, guys. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. It is somewhat. It's not difficult. It's not challenging, but it does sort of take some commitment. It does take some dedication. It does take some thought. It does take some creativity, and that's what I want to do. And people think, oh, they can get on stream for 2 hours, and I'll pick up 140 people, 300 people, and I'll be partnered. Well, it doesn't quite work that way. And I kind of recognized that, I guess, last spring, and that's fine, because I'm here to have fun, and I think once name recognition and once it gets out there in the public, or it gets out there in the Twitch community, hey, I'm multiboxing, hey, I'm soloing, hey, I'm having guild runs, hey, I'm leveling with the guild, hey, I'm giving rewards, hey, I'm giving prizes, hey, I'm giving give outs, so that's what's really I'm taking and revamping the entire program, as I said in my first so-called my very first my first video that I did, I guess, back over the holidays. They said, hey, welcome me back, I'm coming back. So anyway, I'm going to post this on YouTube, and yeah, Twitter me or email me, or whispering me in game tomorrow, or whatever, or Twitch or something. Send me a Twitch message. That's another way you can contact me, because I'll probably be working on, I don't know which character and I don't know which server, but I'll probably be working on an EU server sometime tomorrow afternoon, probably tomorrow night. And my voice is kind of going a little out, so I'm going to cut this a little short. So anyway, I'll see you guys later tomorrow. Maybe perhaps do some EU stuff, and maybe at the end of tomorrow night we'll do some US stuff as well, if y'all want to, if you have US accounts. So I'll see you guys later, and thanks again. Peace out. And oh, you know what I'm going to do actually? Yeah, I'm not actually do that. I actually might put another slide. I either might create another slide to this, or I'm actually put another entry here underneath my Twitter. It'd be a new slide, or be a new entry underneath there. Probably a new slide, and it would just basically be sorry about that. I was multitasking. It'd probably be some a reference or a mention or shout out to Tim's multiboxing website, because that's another way you can reach me. Pardon me. That's another way I can be reached through that, and I'll probably put that up there. And you have to register. It's free, of course, but there's tons of people. There's thousands of people on there. Those interested in multiboxing, those not interested or not, those interested and curious about it. So I'll do that, and so what I might actually do is make that slide real quick, and then put that, stop this. Well, I might make that slide and put it at the very end of this video, and then convert it and put it on YouTube. So that's what I'll do. So talk to you later. Peace out. Take care. See you tomorrow online. Hopefully. I will be there. Will you? That's the question. Check you guys out later. Okay. This is actually what you need to know if you're interested in multiboxing. Multiboxing information, and I'll put this up in all videos from now on. At the very end of it. Probably put it after my to reach me at slide. But anyway, to learn more about it, go to www.multiboxing.com. I go there. I'm registered as Broomba37, and there's tons and tons and thousands of people there interested in multiboxing and want to know what software to buy or invest in. You need to go to www.homeboxer.com. That's what I use, and I've been using that since '09 when I first multiboxed in '09 October. And so I'm going to support Tim, and it's pretty cool. And in fact, there's possibly a special deal. Anybody who's interested that buys the software, typically it's a 1-year license, but he's working on maybe perhaps a lifetime license where you pay a little bit more, but you actually have a lifetime license, because it's worth it. I mean, it's like, it was originally 29, it went to 39, now it's up to 47. But let me tell you, if you're interested in multiple, because it is an investment, it is a hobby, $47 for a 1 year license is nothing. I'm going to be doing the lifetime subscription probably in February. It's going to be a little bit more. You know, Tim and I are working on a price we can compromise on, and I'm willing to pay that price because I believe in Tim. I've used the software for 3 years now, almost 4 years, and 4 years this October, and I really trust it. It's really, really, honestly, in my opinion, the best, well-manufactured, well-produced, programmed software out there for multiboxing. So I support Tim, and I believe in the product, and I'm willing to pay that little hefty price, that one-time fee for lifetime service. So Tim and I are still working on it, and I mean, I haven't talked to him since I guess last week because he was streaming. No, you know what? He was actually streaming Sunday night, and that's what it was, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, and I had to get up for my 5 o'clock class, so I missed that stream, a lot of it. Anyway, so yeah, go there for any multiboxing information, or to go to the pwnboxer.com website, and you know, go there and get informed on it, because multiboxing is a blast. And I think once people start to really look at it from not a hobby, but more so from not from a distance, but from really up close, it really is a fun hobby. It really is. And you get all the gold, you get all the loot. You know, depending on if you do five toons, you get all the loot. If you do 3, of course, you're gonna have to, depending on what you get to roll on. Yeah, you get a lot of gold, and you can make a lot of gold too if you do 3 or 5 toons. It's a blast, and yeah, it's all there. Macros are all there. Everything is there. Discussions are there. Debates are there. So it's all good. So check it out, man. I'll see you guys online. And remember, I'll see you online. And remember, European tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow mid-morning-ish, Draenor, Stormscale, and whisper me at Broomba on both servers, or on Broomba on the US servers if you want to join up, and we'll have some fun times, and we'll stream it, and we'll have a blast, and we'll get closer and closer to that first giveaway for WoW game time at 125, and contest thereafter that. So until then, I'll check you guys out tomorrow online on EU, and maybe US tomorrow afternoon, evening. Till then, thanks for subscribing, thanks for following. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. You guys are the best.